What if your greatest danger isn't the enemy who openly hates you, but the person who smiles at you every morning? You were taught to fear opposition, to watch for threats outside your circle. But Machiavelli understood a truth far darker. The lion fears the wolf, but the fox is the one who steals the kingdom. An enemy attacks you openly. A rival competes honestly, but a fake friend, a fake colleague. They walk beside you quietly, collecting your secrets, memorizing your weaknesses, calculating your downfall long before you ever suspect a thing. And here's the part most people never admit. You welcomed them in. You trusted the smile. You believed the praise. You mistook convenience for loyalty. Look closer. The coworker who applauds your work but slips poison into the room the moment you leave. The friend who celebrates your wins until your rise threatens their shadow. The ally who supports you publicly but hopes privately for your collapse. Machiavelli warned rulers, do not fear open hostility. Fear false loyalty. Enemies are predictable. Fake friends are strategic. And if you want to survive the modern world with your mind, reputation, and power intact, you must understand what Machiavelli already knew. Loyalty is not a virtue. It is a convenience. People stay loyal only as long as they benefit from you. And when that benefit fades, so does their devotion. Most people don't betray you suddenly. They betray you gradually, quietly, in stages. And if you learn to see the signs early, betrayal becomes impossible to surprise you with. Before someone betrays you, the mask always slips. Machiavelli wrote, "A wise ruler sees the evil while it is still small." So look for these 4 Machiavellian cracks, the ones most people ignore until the knife is already inside their guard. The first crack, over flattery. Fake allies disguise their intentions with praise. They tell you everything you want to hear because they're hiding everything you need to know. The second crack, vague support, quiet absence. They celebrate your victories but vanish during your trials. Their silence during your weakness is the truth their smile tried to hide. The third crack, passive sabotage. They stab politely. They poison your reputation through concern. It's not me saying it, people are talking. This is betrayal wearing perfume. And the fourth crack, their energy shifts when you succeed. Not their words, their energy, the tightening smile. The sudden distance, the quiet jealousy. Machiavelli understood. Envy among friends is more dangerous than hatred among enemies. Because the jealous friend waits for the perfect moment. And then he waits for you to trust him enough to let him close. Most people don't miss these signs. They ignore them because they want to believe the illusion. But once you finally see the game, your world becomes very clear. To truly understand fake loyalty, you must study the man Machiavelli considered the blueprint of strategy, Cesare Borgia. He was surrounded by smiling allies, noblemen, generals, priests. Everyone praised him. Everyone bowed. Everyone promised loyalty. But Borgia never trusted a single one. He didn't rely on affection. He didn't rely on promises. He didn't confuse friendliness with loyalty. He used people for strategy and removed them the moment their ambition became a threat. His most infamous example was Ramiro de Orco, a brutal commander who ruled Romagna through fear and blood. When his usefulness peaked, when the public hatred grew, when his presence became dangerous, Borgia executed him. Publicly, decisively, strategically. Not out of cruelty, but out of clarity. Loyalty is temporary. Power is permanent. You rely on what you control, not what others promise. The stage has changed, but the actors wear the same masks. The modern office is your Ramagna. The colleague who cheers your promotion but silently resents your rise. The friend who claps for your success but tightens inside with envy. The psychology of Machiavellian betrayal remains identical. The colleague who cheers your promotion but resents your rise. The friend who claps for your success but tightens inside with envy. The teammate who offers help only when the cost to them is nothing. A Machiavellian doesn't ask, "Who says they support me?" He asks, "Who profits when I rise? Who suffers when I rise? Who benefits if I fall?" Because the one who gains the most from your downfall is the one planning it in silence. Now that you can see the pretenders, the real question becomes, how do you deal with them without losing your power, your reputation, or your control? Machiavelli never acted out of emotion. He never confronted unless absolutely necessary. He preferred the method that breaks people psychologically, cold, silent, strategic precision. Here's the Machiavellian method for dealing with fake allies. 1. Don't confront the mask. Observe the person. Fake people deny everything. They twist truth. They make you look paranoid, so you don't confront, you observe. Patterns expose what mouths try to hide. A Machiavellian gains power by knowing more than he ever says. 2. Use strategic distance. You don't cut people off violently. You remove their access quietly. Stop sharing plans. Stop giving emotional energy. Stop allowing them near your strategy. Distance weakens them, confuses them, makes them unstable. Machiavelli advised rulers, keep allies close enough to watch but far enough to prevent danger. 3. Control information, cut off their ammunition. Fake friends rely on your intel, your plans, doubts, fears, weaknesses. Take that away and they become powerless. A silent man is invincible. A private man is unpredictable. A controlled man is untouchable. 4. Test loyalty in small, invisible ways. A Machiavellian never trusts words. Give them a harmless piece of information, see if it leaks. Ask for help with no reward, see if they show up. Share a small win, see if they celebrate or shrink. Loyalty is never claimed, it is proven. 5. Strike first, the preemptive defense. Machiavelli wrote, "A wise man does at once what a fool does at last." Do not wait for betrayal to become official. By the time the knife is visible, it is already too late. Act quietly, act early, act strategically. Realign yourself with stronger allies. Redirect the flow of information. Replace the threat before it grows. Move 3 steps ahead while they're still smiling. You don't lash out, you outmaneuver. 6. Build alliances based on incentives, not affection. Never rely on people because you like them. Rely on them because their future depends on your rise. Emotion is fragile. Incentive is durable. A friend may love you today and envy you tomorrow. But a strategic ally, they rise when you rise. They fall if you fall. That is loyalty rooted in survival. 7. Turn betrayal into power. A fake friend exposing themselves is not a loss. It is clarity. It is data. It is an advantage. Now you know where the cracks are. Now you know who folds. Now you know who watches you with hunger. Now you know exactly where to build stronger walls. Machiavelli didn't fear betrayal. He weaponized it. So must you. Remember this, an enemy attacks your body, a fake friend attacks your mind. One wound heals, the other destroys kingdoms. In a world full of masks, don't trust the face. Watch the hands, watch the incentives. Watch who gains from your silence, your struggle, your fall. And above all, never let anyone close enough to wound you before you've measured their intent. If this opened your eyes, comment below, I see the truth now. And welcome to Machiavelli Mind Tactics.